All right, stop. Not collaborating this, nothing like that. Before you watch this video about a day in the life of a pastor, I want you to comment below. Comment about what you have experienced. Maybe you've had a pastor or you know a pastor, and comment about what they do, what you like, what you dislike, or whatever. Or maybe you don't have a pastor and you don't know anybody, but you have an idea about what pastors do. Comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. Maybe I can get some good ideas of what I should be doing or what I should stop doing. Maybe after you watch this video, you get a better idea of what we do. So, enjoy the video. Hey everybody, good morning. Just driving into the office. Just finished our morning routine. We homeschool our kids, so usually in the morning before I head into the office, I get to teach them math and Bible. This morning, Ella did something funny on her math. Apparently, the 2 weeks off at Christmas was long enough to forget some things. I'll post a picture of that here in the video somewhere, and let you see it. Number 4 there. It was asking to write the first 10 perfect squares, and then this is what she wrote. Oh, she's so cute. I love her. It was funny. I showed it to her. I was like, "Are you sure this is right?" And she was like, she just blank stared at me. Didn't understand why it was wrong. Anyway, just some fun that we have during our homeschool adventure. Mommy's at home now, teaching them spelling and science and history and all that other good stuff. So anyway, I'm headed into the office, do my pastor stuff. Of course, I'm pastor 24/7, so heading into the office is usually time to check emails or take care of some administrative stuff and work on sermons, prayer, and things like that. All right, so this is our sanctuary, of our church building, and oftentimes I'll just come in here and stand at the podium here and stare out a pew and place people where they usually are, and pray for them. It's a good time for me to reflect on the weight of this position, of this responsibility, and I don't take it lightly. I recognize the weight of this work, and love the people, pray for the people, spend time thinking about them and lifting them before God in prayer. Part of something I do pretty regularly with my time in here. Besides the time that I get to spend worshiping God, which is just so much a part of what we should be doing in our daily life, and is a great responsibility and privilege that I enjoy often, getting to play guitar and just worship God, even in here alone. Sometimes there may be some dancing. Don't tell anybody I'm a Baptist. So anyway, just a little insight into daily life of a pastor, small town church. I don't know if it's like this for the big churches, but I'm sure they have the same heart for the people. But anyway, just wanted to give that little insight to you. Let's keep going. Oh, darkness. 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 Light. So, I'm taking you into my office, and before we go in there, once again, I don't know what your pastor is or what other pastors do, but I'm pretty sure a lot of them are like this. Maybe not as bad, but I'm a little messy. Actually straightened it up before this video, just a little bit, just so it wasn't quite as bad. But here's my office. Pastor Mark. That might be backwards in the video. I don't know. If it is, I'm sorry. I'm doing this selfie mode. Little sign one of my kids made. So, anyway, here's my office. Lots of books. Lots of books. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of books. And these are just the ones I have here. Live in Texas, but I'm a Razorback fan. Go Hogs, Woo Pig Suey. Terrible bowl game, guys, but hey, there's always next year, right? Anyway, so this is my office. Lots of studying going on in here. Lots of preparation for sermons. Different things we're doing in the church, getting ready for those. Directory, help me pray for the people, just like in the sanctuary. We have prayer lists and different things. Just really a lot of studying and prayer that goes on in here. Don't have my computer up, but I also study a lot on there. I got Logos. Might be a good idea. Some of you that are pastors or just Christians in general that want to study the Bible more, Logos is a great tool. Not a sponsor or anything, but not affiliated with that, but I've been using that for a few years in seminary and love it. So anyway, a couple of chairs here for any kind of counseling or people that need to talk to the pastor. Let me show you a couple of knickknacks that I got. First of all, look, I got a green Jesus statue. It's fuzzy. Got this in Brazil. This last year my brother got married to an awesome girl named Michelle, and they got married in Brazil, and so while we were there I got this out of the gift shop. It was too cool to pass up. All the rest of them were white and marble and stuff like that, but this one's like fuzzy and green, so I wanted to stand out like that. But let's see here. This is a cool piece. I worked at the Memphis Union Mission for a couple years, a few years actually, a couple years out at the Calvary Colony, which is a drug and alcohol recovery program. One of the guys in the program made this for me. Love this. This is cool. He's out. He's still doing well. And so that gift is prominently displayed on my shelf because I love it. Reminds me of him, reminds me of some of the guys there, and I'm still connected with on Facebook and things like that, so I love that one there. That's Spark Man doing Advocare. Hello, Bubblehead. Spark and health and wellness stuff, pretty cool. So I got a little bobblehead of that. This is something that if I'm not careful, again, it might be backwards, but it says Master Mark Williams. While at the colony, Calvary Colony in Memphis, this got me in trouble a couple times. Let me explain what it means. It doesn't mean I'm a master or slave master or anything like that, or that you need to call me master. As one of my people in the church or anything like that. When I was going through seminary working on my master's degree, I told my wife, I said, when I graduate, you're gonna have to call me master. And it was kind of a joke. But when I graduated, she bought that for me as a gift for graduation. So that's just a cool little story about that. Anyway, that's a couple of knickknacks on my shelf. I'll show you more of those different things around my office, possibly in days or weeks or months to come, whenever I get around to doing another one of these. But I'm gonna go home and have some lunch, and then I'm gonna do some prayer walking and some other things, but we'll see you in a little while. Alright, so I was talking about prayer walking, and what that is, it's not a workout. That's something I've encouraged our church to do. And what we're doing is we're tagging houses. And that doesn't mean we're going to take some spray paint and tag the houses. What it means is we're going to take these flyers, cut these up into fourths here, and you've been tagged. What we're going to do is walk through the community and be praying for the houses. You may not know the people in them, but we're still going to pray for them. God's called us to be a blessing to the people, and part of that is to pray blessings for people. So one way we reach out to our community is through doing these kinds of prayer walks. I'm going to take my kids and we're going to go prayer walk our subdivision today after lunch. And so I'm just printing off some of these to take. We'll walk up to the door and just put it on the door and pray a blessing over the house and anyone in it. And then go on to the next and make our way through the subdivision. All right, so here we go. We're about to go prayer walking in our neighborhood. Got Ella and Clay with me. Got to show them what it means to actually pray for people and love people this way. So we got our cards, and we're gonna go door to door, start praying, handing these out. Ready?
Here we go.
All right, just finished our prayer walk. Walked around this neighborhood.
Yep.
Prayed for all the families. Pray that God would bless them.
Bye. See you later.
Bye.
See you later.
I thought about almost not doing something like this, a video like this, sharing about my life, day in the life of a pastor. Just because I don't want people to look at this and think, oh man, he just wants everybody to know how great he is. Not really. I want to give everybody an idea of what it's like to be a pastor. To see that I'm just a normal guy that loves God, wants to see other people love God more. And so don't take this video as pastor trying to be awesome, because I'm not awesome. God is awesome. I just want to give you a little look into the life of a pastor on a day-to-day basis. So right now we're going through a series called The God Who Is. Put a video out already on that first one, putting a little kind of a Cliff Notes version of the sermon from Sunday out each week, just to give an idea about that. So that's one of the things I'm working on. Also preparing for next sermon series. Got a stack of books over here preparing for that. We're going to be going, unless God changes my mind between now and then, starting in February, we're going to be going through Ephesians. So I've got all sorts of commentaries and theologies and things like that to study through. Different language studies, and again, Logos. But yeah, there's lots of reading involved, lots of study, lots of meditation on the scriptures, lots of preparation for that sermon week in and week out. Well, like I said, it's a privilege working for God, doing His work. So yeah, got some cool things going on in our church. A lot of great people stepping up. Our church, we call ourselves family. It's the faith family, because it is. We care for one another, love one another. So it's been a blessing to serve here so far. All right, so after a couple more hours of Bible study and a couple of conversations with some of our members, heading out of the office, I got my sermon ready for Sunday, and basically that's day in the life of a pastor in the office. Now I'm going to go home and be a pastor to my family. My wife wasn't on this video, but she's a big part of it. She didn't want to be on the video, but she's a big part of my life. And so got to go spend some time with her, the kids, and we're going to go to our favorite place tonight, Lifeway. Books. More books. Yes. So hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, if you liked the video, awesome. If you want to ask questions or comment in the section below, any questions you have about spiritual things or religious things, I'm always open to those. If you want to check out some of the other videos that I do, do that. But just wanted to give you a little look into what it is to be a pastor. So, I'm a weird guy, just like everybody else.